Hi everyone, I'm here to talk to you about the theme of this week, which is literacy. And now you might ask me, what is literacy? Well, literacy includes all the activities involved in speaking, listening, reading, writing, and appreciating both spoken and written language. So, literacy is the ability to read, write, speak, and listen in a way that helps us communicate effectively and make sense of the world. It can also help us to manage our emotions and feelings. What can stop us from feeling happy? Friendship problems? Loneliness? Feeling different from others? Fear? Grief? Schoolwork? Family problems? We all feel like this sometimes. But what can we do to help ourselves? Well, one of the really easy things you can do to help is reading. Reading for enjoyment or pleasure can help you feel like you're not alone. It can also help you find out about things that are difficult to talk about. It can help you understand things that you're not sure about and help you share things with others. One of the best things I think it does is that it helps you to relax and it can make you smile. Where can we find books to read? Well, if you don't have books at home, you can use your school or local library and borrow them. If you're not sure what to read, what could you do? Well, you could ask the librarian, you could ask a teacher or a parent, or even your friends. They can help you find the right book to read. You could join a children's book group and try reading something new. You can share your reading ideas and listen to others. You can read anywhere. You can take books with you wherever you go. Now, I've got here some books that I like to read for multiple reasons. For example, I like to... For me, reading helps me with all aspects of my life. For example, if I'm not sure what to cook for dinner tonight, I can refer to one of my recipe books. Got one right here. I wonder which recipe I'll choose to make. Or if I want to find out about the past, I could read this book if I want to find out what happened in ancient Rome. I like this book because it's got lots of pop-ups. Okay, so I can lift the flaps and find out more about what went wrong in Rome. Or I've got this wonderfully illustrated book all about the Great Fire of London. That will help me find out about the past. If I don't know what a word means, then I can refer to a dictionary. Now you can see here my dictionary, this one is well used, but it's always really useful. If I couldn't read, then I wouldn't be able to look up the meanings of words and I wouldn't be able to expand my vocabulary. If I want to learn how to do something new, I could look in this book. I don't know how to crochet, but I could look in here and read the instructions and look at the diagrams, and hopefully it will help me learn a new skill. I'd quite like to update my house. So if I look in this magazine, I can read some articles that will tell me about things that other people have done and maybe give me some ideas about what I'd like my house to look like. If I'm trying to help children at school with their reading and I want to understand a bit more about them, then I can develop my understanding by reading a book like this. Very useful. I love to travel, and at the moment, obviously we can't go anywhere very much at the moment, but did you know that if you read a book, you can travel to lots of different places around the world in your mind? It could be a fiction book set in another country, or it could be a non-fiction book. This book tells me all about what life is like in different countries around the world. And it's going to give me some ideas about where I might like to go when the pandemic is over. I read lots of books all the time, not just adult books, but I also love to read books written for children. Here's one that I read in half term. It's a fairly new book out and it's suitable for, I would say, maybe year 6 and young teenage children. It's all about World War II. It's based on a true, well, it's based on a true story. Not entirely true. The author has made some of the facts up, but it's based loosely on something that happened in the past. I found it really interesting. I recommend that one. I love picture books. When I was thinking about what to talk to you about in today's literacy assembly, I thought, I know, I'm going to find some new books that I've never read before that I can share with you. Well, here's one of the books. It's called The Story Machine, and it's about a boy called Elliot who finds this mysterious machine. He doesn't know what it does, but he soon discovers that he can use it to help him create stories. It's well worth a read. The second book I found was this one, Grendel, A Cautionary Tale About Chocolate. The reason I was drawn to this one is because of the bright illustrations on the front cover and inside, and also, who doesn't love a story about chocolate? I was really interested when I read it to find that it's based on an ancient Greek myth, so maybe have a read and see if you can work out which one. My last book that I found was called Don't Look in This Book, and there were several reasons why I was drawn to it. Number one was the big black writing saying, don't look in this book. It made me think, well, why don't they want me to look in the book? What's in there? It must be really exciting. And also, the padlock is making me think I've got to keep out of this, but no, I want to get in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share that with you now. Don't look. Don't look in this book. I was talking to you. Yes, you right there. You'd better not look inside. Don't read on. Don't you dare. If you do, you'll be puzzled and left scratching your head as to why wacky wizards battle under your bed. You'll stumble across the story of the superhero race to see who'd fly their dino rocket the fastest into space. You'll be standing among soldiers at the bottom of the ocean to guard a special shipwreck that contains a magic potion. You'll be amazed by aliens flying down from the skies, saving cities from a unicorn with laser beam eyes. You'll untangle how tigers turned up on a train, travelling in tunnels, driving everyone insane. You'll search with secret agents looking out for every clue in smelly underground sewers, watching out for all the poo. You'll be itching to find those crafty creatures in the wood, trying to hide among the animals in any way they could. You'll wish you knew why whales and narwhals go by, swimming softly in moonlight across the silky night sky. You'll learn about the troop of Arctic ninjas in the snow, fighting giant icy spiders using moves that they all know. You'll imagine mighty monsters turn your whole house upside down. Would it make you laugh and smile, or would it make you frown? Now you've found all of these stories, you'll wonder how they end. Well, that's the most exciting part. It's down to you, my friend. These stories are yours to talk about, draw, or even write. So fire up your imagination. You're in for a ride. Hold tight! Now, I'm hoping that by sharing that story, I might have inspired some of you what to write. There were so many ideas in that story, and I love how at the end it is inviting you to carry on telling them in your own way. Now, this week, something very special is happening on Thursday, because in the junior school, we're going to be celebrating World Book Day. Now, because of the pandemic this year, things are going to look a little bit different, but don't worry, we're going to have so much fun. First of all, I can't wait to see what clues each of you bring to your form times as to a character or a book. Hopefully, there'll be lots of fun had guessing. Also, I'm really excited by the new house competition. I would love as many of you as possible to create your own book trailers and upload them to your house teams so that you can share your love of reading with all of your peers. For everyone that enters, you will all be awarded a house point each. So get making those trailers, get sharing, and we can not only help each other to develop our love of books, but also we can help our houses. One final thing from me. Please make sure that your parents check out the letter on last week's bulletin, because there is a £1 book token attached that you can download at home and you can put towards buying a book of your own, please make sure you go and have a look. Now, all that remains for me to say is keep on reading. Read whatever you enjoy. That could be chapter books, graphic novels, comics, poetry, short stories, non-fiction, anything you like. You can read aloud or listen to an audiobook. If you can't read well, you can ask someone to read aloud to you. Talk about books with your friends and your family and celebrate whatever it is that you've read. Good luck, everybody.